Mogs every Nintendo game. How did one guy do it? So if you do not know, a while ago there was this really popular game called Pizza Tower. It was a game inspired by Mario, obviously, and Wii and Mario platformers. But this game was a hugely successful indie game. But I think it's kind of disrespectful because the developers just made this game because they love Nintendo. They have a passion for Nintendo, and a lot of indie games, unfortunately for you guys, are inspired by Nintendo. You guys love to downplay all of Nintendo's influence in all of these games, and Nintendo has no influence with the gaming industry as well. And Nintendo has the least influential games of all time, blah blah. And then we need to shift our focus to PlayStation as they're the real MVPs of the video game industry. It's funny how it always goes one way towards PlayStation. I know PlayStation Sega existed as well during the 90s as well. But PlayStation started in the 90s as well. And yeah. And I haven't played Pizza Tower, so I can't really tell you if it's better than every single Nintendo game. But again, this is, of course, very disrespectful to Nintendo. And I think the developers of Pizza Tower do respect Nintendo to some sort as well. And Pizza Tower was a very successful game. And sold pretty well. I think for the developers, which I think makes the developers pretty happy, because it's a game that I think they didn't know would be successful or not. But again, I do like the idea of like one-man development teams having these huge successful games that no one would have thought, until they do become successes as well. But Pizza Tower was a hugely successful game as well. Selling lots of copies on PC and PlayStation and Xbox. I don't know if it's on the Switch or not. I really don't know. I know someone said a couple years ago it isn't on the Switch, but we don't know if it is or not. But I think it will have sold pretty well on the Switch either way as well. But okay, we searched the game on Google and it says it's on Switch. So it's on Nintendo. So that means Nintendo even allowed this game to be on the platform. Again, Nintendo actually is very, very, generous to indie developers, actually, with the exception of Palworld, okay? But Nintendo actually appreciates indie developers so much that they even get their own direct. I don't understand why you guys just think that these games are like these, they think that Nintendo is this evil company that hates indie gaming. Well, it's quite the opposite, okay? It's only like Palworld, and it was mostly because Nintendo fans were like, so upset over Palworld in Japan that they really begged Nintendo to sue Palworld, and Nintendo said, okay, fine, we'll sue freaking Palworld, even though we'll get nothing out of it because they probably know Palworld and Nintendo and Mario and Pokemon are almost nothing alike, okay? If you really think about it, Palworld is more like the game Ark than Pokemon, okay? The only difference is that Ark you use, you use tranquilizing stuff to tame your characters, while in Palworld you use capture balls to get your pals. So yeah, as well. So, and it's an open world game similar to Ark, where you craft, create weapons to fight against, the pals as well. And also talking about all the games that ripped off Palworld, like Maribo Go. Yeah, where they claim it's a pal-like game. Goodbye.